Right, so we're recording. So hello everybody, and welcome to this evening's region training. Now Sally's going to be doing the training tonight for us because she was really lucky enough, well, she paid to go to the Frazer Brooks event that was on in Hinckley, the 2-day event that was on in Hinckley. So Sally is going to give us a load of information about, oh, goodness, sorry, it's my husband being a knob in the background. Yeah, and she's going to give us a load of information about the Frazer Brooks. So Sally, can you unmute yourself, or oh, I can do.
Yes, I can unmute.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Hey.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, you can go. I'm like literally, I'm poised with my pad.
Oh. Well, I'm just going to start off saying it was the best event I've ever been to in my whole entire career. And that is saying something in regards to all my training, like teacher training and all that. And I just wish I could get it all over to you. And I'm only going to be able to do so much this evening. But the first thing I'm going to do before I start is the key thing here. Frazer, I took from Frazer Books. Now I've been tuning into his training for a long time. You know, I took from, I think it was probably from AAC. They were like, you need to find a network marketer that you follow, that you gel with, that you love, and you know, you need to commit yourself to that. And I came across Frazer Brooks, and I've done nothing but tune in to his free events every week, and took so much. I did a training back in, is it July? So actually it was before AAC then, wasn't it? Well, anyway, and I spoke loads about what he does. So I've just picked a few points this evening, and he's very much, you need to give value to people to get them to like believe in you, trust you, you know, listen to what you're saying, like what's the difference to me, to anybody else in this business. And I've literally just posted, which is why I was late coming on, I've literally just put on my own Facebook timeline, I've got some Genius pads, because obviously last month was the first sign up for free, so obviously everyone went crazy and got loads of free products. So I've got loads of free products sitting here, and I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to put out some free Genius pads. And in 18 minutes I got 231 comments on my own Facebook page for people that wanted the products for free in 18 minutes on my own Facebook. But just now, that's why I was so late coming on, just to give out. And it's people that they've never bought products off me ever. So the first thing I'm going to teach you is you need to add value. Rachel did it on my personal page. After this, go on my personal page, and you will see the comments I got in 18 minutes. It was crazy. So let's go to training, because I don't want to talk too much on that. So the first thing that Jade wants me to just plug about actually is what every single network marketer, I've just got my little book here so you know how many guest speakers are here. So on the first day, apologies, I'm on my phone, it was all of these and all of them. And then on the second day, it was all of them and all of them. And as you can see, most of them are male, which was phenomenal for me, because I don't find that I attract a lot of males in this business. So this for me was another key point. But every single one of them echoed events. You need to go to events. This business can be so lonely. The environment can be lonely. You need the energy, you need the belief, you need to recharge your batteries. Now, when that word was said, recharge your batteries, I totally get it, because every time you go to a DA or something, you are surrounded with the people that bring your energy up. And when your energy is up, you succeed in this business. It creates vision, it creates a leader, and it's really, really important. I'll end up doing a little dance. I've got to try and find a little wedge for you today, because again, I sent this video out to my team last night and they were just crying. So we sent out in the Brimfield page yesterday a way to connect with endless people. So when people say as a rejection, and I'll probably jump here because I'm literally jumping from one to another, when they say, I don't know enough people to do this business, I don't know enough people. Frazer Brooks' dad was there, and he's been doing this business since he kept going on about 1987. And that was one of his peak times. And he said, okay, I'm going to turn it round to this woman in the audience. He said, okay, if I said to you, it's your 30th birthday, you can pick anywhere in the world you want to go to celebrate your birthday, but you needed to invite 250 people to that event and I will pay for it. So this woman was like, okay, I want to go to Hawaii. Who's his dad? His dad is, it's in my little book, his dad is Mr. Brooks, Sir Brooks. Simon Brooks, this man here. So he's been in it. So he said to this woman, he said, okay, you pick a destination. She went Hawaii. He said, okay, I'll take you and 250 friends to Hawaii. Who would you invite? And she went, oh, okay. He says, but if you only get 249, you have to pay. And as soon as he said that, everyone in the room went, ah. Because actually, who you would invite to your birthday, do you invite them to look at this business? So I thought that was a really, really good key point. So we sent in the Brimfield page how to connect. So Frazer has given us on Facebook, there's a thing called Discover People. And if not, I'll send it in the Brimfield page again, where you discover people that you will either have friends in common, groups in common. Facebook's very clever. Whatever you've put in your bio, like I went on it last night, it was like, oh, these people attended Coventry University with you, or these people attend Melton Mowbray College with you. And even if they attended 3 or 4, like you can send them a friend request. And he was like, you connect with them and you send them a request going, hi, I'm just connecting with you because we went to Melton Mowbray together. I hope you're cool with this. Again, the light bulb moment went. So he made us there and then, and I'm going to get you to do it tonight. Before we go off this call, you need to connect with at least one person off this call with someone that you haven't, and send this message. So Donna, if you can just remind me that at the end. The next thing that Frazer Brooks went on to, which he got us to do, was obviously the skills. Now, I always say Eric, is it Warrior? I always say his name's wrong. So he has the 7 skills that we look at. And Frazer went, do you think Eric created them skills? No, he just made a book that made the skills attractive. The skills were made far before Eric Warrior. Now, we had to write down yesterday, finding prospects, number 1, the invite, the presenting, the follow-up, the closing, the getting started, and the events. And he made us write from 1 to 10 what we thought we were, because we are our own worst critic. So I'll share mine with you. So I put 4 for finding prospects, 4 for invites, 6 for presenting, 5 for follow-up, 4 for closing, 1 for getting started. So this is getting new people started. And 1 promoting events, not attending, promoting. How many events do you promote? So all in all, I got 25 out of 70. So if you could all do that at some point, and then the reason for doing that is that for this time in 6 months, you need to have doubled that. And he means like finding prospects is like you've not sent one message to, no, you found one person that said no, give yourself a 1, to everyone that you speak to or everyone that you found is all like, oh yes, I want to join, I want to do this, I want to do that. So he was very, very good at doing that. So the next key point is mastering the skills. You've got to master the skills, and you've just got to be clued up. Like Facebook changes all the time. You've got to be on the ball with how social media changes, and you need to make sure that the algorithms, that you are outdoing them. So I tune into Frazer every week because he's hot on algorithms, and he's like, right, this week this has changed, blah 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 blah. So for example, with my comments, we know at the minute that comments pushes your post up Facebook. So 231 comments in 18 minutes has just got me great exposure tonight. So you need to make sure that you master every single one of these skills, and you need the skills to produce the action. They then went on to say the law of attraction. Now, I know this might be a bit of a touchy subject to some people, but I kind of resonated with them and I could agree. He's like, law of attraction, it's not law of attraction. Like, you know, you're not going to do all this stuff and it be law, like it's all just going to happen. It's the law of action. Law of attraction works to a degree, but it's law of action. It is all about the action, the action, the action, the action. So make sure that you do that. So I'm just going to move on to what's productive and what's not. So a lady from another networking company got up to the top of the compensation panel in 11 months. She'd been in the business for like 4 years, but then when she decided to go for it, she did it in 11 months, which was the difference. And she said that's key, because it's not how long you've been in the business that you work your way up. It's when Frazer calls them, we call them light bulb movements, he calls them bingo. So if you have a bingo moment, please comment bingo in here, because it's quite good. I just like that. So what's productive? I'll send the slide. She had a green slide and a red slide. So I've just wrote down what's productive in a day. So on the green slide, it was, you need to prospect. You need to be prospecting all the time. You need to engage with the prospect's content. Please let me know if I'm going too fast, by the way, because I just want to tell you so much. You need to make sales. That is productive. You need to be helping somebody. That is productive. You need to be doing lives. I know we don't do them, but we need to be doing lives. We need to do the follow-ups. We need to present, and we need to be connecting. These on the second day just spoke all about sponsoring. And tonight I'm going to tell you how to do that. They talked about it as building blocks. So minimum, you need to do 4 blocks a day of 15 minutes. So if you've got someone new, or if you're new to the business, or even me, we have to do these 15 minutes of blocks per day of prospecting, of the green list, basically. Frazer does this by going to the toilet. He calls it the toilet technique, because everyone goes to the toilet with their phone. So when people say they haven't got time, in his eyes, it's just crap, because everyone goes to the toilet and sits on the toilet with their phone. So instead of scrolling through social media, which is on the red list, or chatting actually in the Facebook Live, that's on the red list, in the WhatsApp groups, you need to be using that time to be messaging and connecting with people in social media. They also went on to say to find your platform. And I know this has been said before. So you need to find your platform. Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? Is it LinkedIn? None of them are incorrect, but you need to get yourself established on one. And then if at any point that runs out, then maybe look at another one. You know, been a bit wishy-washy on, I've been using Instagram to connect with people with the business, and Facebook for sales, where now I'm massively going for Facebook, because obviously Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same person, and because Facebook stories are not as massive as Instagram stories, they are being bumped up your, I don't know what to call it, not necessarily up the system, but obviously they're at the top, so they're being presented at least 20% more than Instagram. So you need to be doing Facebook stories rather than Instagram. You need to beat the rush. So do whatever you put on Instagram, you need to be putting it on Facebook story. Does that make sense? Please tell me if I don't make sense. Okay, I'll do my little dance for you now, and then I'll go back to this. Oh yeah, this is a great story. I'll tell you this. Right, I'm just going to try and pop this up if I can. Right, I'll do it on here. Please excuse the state of my house as well. You can link your Insta to your Facebook. Oh, thanks, Emma. You can link it. Right, so Frazer created this bridge. So you've got like your business, and then you've got the prospects, and you want to bridge the gap. It was something like that. So he said if you do 1 hour of activity a day, go forward with your right foot. If you then do an hour of personal development, go forward with your left foot. Oh, okay, that's fine. I thought you couldn't hear me, Tony. So you need to go personal development, action, personal development, action, personal development. Sorry, my service in the way. And you can see I'm going over the bridge. If you do this, personal development, personal development, personal development, personal development, what's happening? Personal development, personal development. Yeah, or if you think you know it all and you're going action, 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 action. What's happening? You are just standing still. And you need to make sure you are doing both. So personal development, action. But I just love that. I was literally crying all day because that just stuck in my head. Okay, I'm just going to go on to creating the urgency. So again, about this 250 people, they are all about, you need to be going to events and getting 250 people there. We might be sitting there thinking, oh my God, how are we going to get 250 people to a DA? Now, that's when he said about the that's when he said about, well, if I told you that I'd pay for your 30th birthday, you would get 250 people there. So it's having that confidence to do that. Create the urgency. So even if it's getting 250 people, not necessarily to a DA in Leicester, get them online. We do DAs online. Get 250 people to do watch that thingy and create the urgency. I've only got 2 spaces left. He was like, you've probably got 200 spaces left, but they don't know that. You know, create the urgency. It's now or never. Create the value. So that's what we've done. That's what I've done on my Facebook page tonight. I've created value. And don't quit too early. You know, work from home needs work commitment. So this man was saying, he was working from home and his wife was there and he was working and she was like, can you just help me take the, he was American, can you help me take the garbage out? And he was like, honey, I'm working from home, so I'm at work. If I was actually at work, you wouldn't be asking me to take the garbage out. So then he said it backfired because I went in and I said, oh, what's for lunch? And she went, well, I'm trying to deal with you being at work, so your lunch wouldn't be ready. So if you are working from home, you need to make sure that you would be at work so people can't distract you. Talking to new people is what will make this business work. What are you doing to do that? How many people do you contact today? We will show you the method to make new people. They said something called the KISS word, which means keep it simple, or keep it stupid simple, or keep it simple, or keep it silly simple. Okay, don't overcomplicate the business, just do it. What works duplicates, and that's what we've gone on. Oh, the other thing they said, you need third-party validation. So when you get testimonies, talk about they said for you, I need to do this myself, so they need you need to write up something for someone to post. So, you know, we probably just get them, oh, thank you so much, you've made me lose £6 doing this cleanse, thank you. He's saying, no, you need them to make a post saying, oh my God, Sally is, oh, keep it simple, stupid. Oh, thanks, Amy. He said, get them to put, oh my God, Sally's just helped me lose £6. Let Sally help you. That needs to be the final thing. Let Sally help you. Because that's the third party validation, and you always need that. Are your actions matching your why? Now, this is quite a bit of a sad story, so I'll just go on to say this. So this American man, I'll try and find his name, I feel like Rob Sperry, he came over from America, gave up his Thanksgiving this weekend, and he spoke about how, are you a conqueror, a survivor, or a victim? Are you a conqueror, a survivor, or a victim? So he basically, when he was 12, his brother was 10, his sister was 8. They were going somewhere to do some tennis training or something, or tennis tournament that was quite important, and the dad had to drive like 14 hours. Anyway, his dad had asked him for his help. Now, I thought he said, I thought he was saying that he needed to drive the car, but then I was like, you're not old enough. But anyway, it might have been a bit different. But his dad was getting tired, and he said, you know, Rob, can you drive the car? And I was like, no, Dad, you know, I need to be ready for this tennis tournament. I can't drive. I need to sleep. And anyways, Dad got sleepy, and the car rolled 11 times, and his brother Daniel died from this car crash. So there was like 5 siblings in the car, and Daniel died. So his dad was like, oh my God, I've killed Daniel. And Rob was like, no, I've killed Daniel. And he said, did I start playing the victim, or did my dad start playing the victim because of what had happened to my brother? No, we didn't just become survivors, but we became conquerors. So don't leave a legacy, live a legacy. So that to me really, really hit home as well, because we need to be living your legacy now, not creating something to leave. You need to be doing it now. So you become the conqueror, not the survivor. So there's a difference. The success, I put this on a post yesterday. I absolutely loved it. The success of people is doing what the unsuccessful won't do. It doesn't mean I like doing it. I just do them. So I thought that was quite good as well. So the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is the stuff that successful people do. It doesn't mean they like doing them, they just do it. This was another one that hit home with me. They said after every success you have in the business, you will have a fail, and you need to embrace it. You need to prepare for it. You are always going to fail every time you've had a success, and you need to make sure you're prepared for that. What steps are you taking? You know, so they did this actually. Write down the word success, write down the word fail. Now, what they said, define success, and they put taking a defined series of steps consistently over a period of time for success. So they said that what success meant was taking a defined series of steps consistently over a period of time. Then he said, how do you define failure? And someone just shouted out, it's the same. He says, yeah, you take a defined series of steps consistently over a period of time. They're just the wrong steps. So actually, they are exactly the same. It's just whether they're the right steps or the wrong steps. Yeah, so things change. Most people are doing the wrong things, basically. Network marketing or social marketing, or however you want to do this, or look at this, it has made the most millionaires than any other business, any other corporate business. So you need to understand that this is the business. Someone predicted, again, I put this in a post, someone predicted yesterday, or someone told him that it's predicted that 40% of jobs and corporate stuff will get slashed due to the success of artificial intelligence or computers, which will lead people into social marketing because there will be no jobs and there's nothing else for them to do. So it makes them become an entrepreneur or an influencer. So it's ensuring that you understand that, you believe that, and you go with that. Okay, another point. A network marketer will be loyal to you if you are consistent. So half of this job, which I know some of us have established, is that when you first start out, people will be like, she won't be doing it in 3 months because she didn't get enough sales, so she'll quit. So they wrote something down called the 2190 rule. So we know this for the 30 days to healthy living, don't we? So if you change a habit, you need to do something to become a habit. So to do something consistently for 21 days, it becomes a new habit. If you then persist with that for 90 days, it will change your life. Can you honestly say that you have changed a new habit for 21 days consistently? I was like, no, I haven't. So what you need to do is you need to be the platform to attract people. The other thing is with rejection, they spoke about this yesterday. They were talking about, like I said, they always said, answer a question with a question. So if someone says, oh God, I'm not doing that because I don't know why I put an American accent on. Oh God, I'm not doing that because you have to do sales. And then they returned with, oh, do you think, oh no, oh, is that something you'd like to do? No. Oh, well, this business will work for you. So I don't know, they were just on it. So if it was like, oh God, I'm trying to think of something else. Oh, do you have to, I don't know, eat plants? And he was like, do you enjoy eating plants? No. Oh, I've got a business that will help for you. So it was answering the rejection question with a question. It was very, very, very clever. So you need to have the resources. We say this all the time. You need to invest in you and have the resources. If not, you won't have a business. So you need to pick a focus. So they did this visualize yesterday as well. If you have a magnifying glass, which is your focus, by the way, so you need to pick a focus. If you have a magnifying glass in one spot, what happens with the magnifying glass when the sun looks at it and it's on the floor? What does it create? This is my fire, by the way. It creates fire. If you did this with a magnifying glass, is that going to create a fire? No. So you need to have one focus at a time in this business, because when you do, the fire lights and it just booms. So that's that one. There's 10 minutes left. How long do you need? See your message. Oh yeah, we'll do the message. Right, the last thing then, I'll do this as the last thing. So they were talking about these building blocks that I've said to you. So you need to do these building blocks for an hour a day. You need to match it with an hour of activity. So those that do Miracle Morning, you need to know that that is just your personal development. That is not your action. You need to match that with an hour of action. So if you get up and do an hour in the morning of personal development, including the half an hour Miracle Morning, do you then need to find 4 lots of 15 minutes, if that's easier to break up rather than 1 full hour. Now I've done this into 4 lots of toilet breaks, because I think that I do go to the toilet for at least 4 times a day. Maybe not for 15 minutes, but hey, I'm all up for trying something new. So, okay, let's do this challenge then. So if you can, go onto your Facebook now. My camera might go off, so if you go onto Facebook now and click on the 3 lines at the bottom. Sorry, I keep clicking back onto Zoom. Is everyone doing this, by the way? Hang on, let me see. Is everyone doing this? Yes. Okay, fab. So click on the 3 dots, sorry, the 3 lines, and then scroll down to where it says see more. And then in that, you will find discover people. Has everyone found this? Yeah. Just put your thumbs up. Yeah. Okay, then click on to that to discover. Anyway, so once you've found one person, so at the top it will say what's new, and it will look at things that you've liked or what you're members of or who friends of friends. Just go. Oh, it says here people with things in common. Click on the first person that's on there, send them a friend request and send them a message right now, and then comment done once you've done it, saying hi, I'm just connecting with you. We have whatever it is in common, because obviously I can't see your Facebook, so we have this in common. I hope that's cool with you. Or well, make it sound like you. This is very Frazer, by the way, because he's very cool. Okay, once you've done it, comment done. I'm going to do it now. Not nearby friends there, it's discover friends, if you can see that. Try and screenshot it in. Got it. Where would you find what's in common? It should stay on your phone, Emma. Have you got an iPhone, Emma? Oh. Dun, dun. Okay, so I'm just going to give you an example. I couldn't find what I had in common. I just sent a message going, hi, I see we have, I'm just going to call the person Bob. I see that you're friends with Bob. And you need to make sure, well done, and you need to make sure that everyone is an open door. Now, I said this on my training. Perfect. So that's perfect. If everyone can see Amy's screenshot, that's it. That's all you do. And you've also just proved that you've done that within 2 minutes. So if you did that for 15 minutes, 4 times a day, how many people do you think you can connect with? Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there. I could talk for hours. I could literally talk for hours and hours and hours. But yeah, if anyone's got any questions, please pop them in or unmute yourself. Let's just get chatting because we've only got a couple of minutes left. Yeah, I hope that was helpful.
Do you want me to unmute everyone?
Yes. Has anyone got any questions?
I was just going to say, you know, the when you were saying about the rejection question, answering it with a question, I think the most common one that people say to me is when people say it's too expensive. And I can't remember who someone said it, and I always say, well, in relation to what?
Yes, and that someone did say that yesterday, and he said, I can't specifically answer that because I don't know your business and I don't know your products. But he said the one thing I will say to you is don't ever devalue yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is a really, really good point back, Donna, that actually you are answering saying in comparison to what are you comparing to? And actually we know there is no one out there on the market that does all these. We have so much beneficial. We are pure safe, we're beneficial. So in comparison to what? You're right. What are they on about? So answer back with a question. Well done. Has anybody got any other questions? Or is that okay?
That was amazing, Sally. Thank you. I've got loads. I've literally got about 4 or 5 bloody pages.
I literally have verbal diarrhea, and I've only literally touched on like 10 minutes. Rachel, what's Rachel put? What would you say, can we connect? See, I've just gone for a mutual friend, Rach, because I can see that I've got mutual friends, so I've just put, you know, I'm friends with Bob. I've just put, hi, I'm just connecting because we're friends with Bob. You know, how are things with you? And just go from that. I'll make sure you send them a friend request as well. So you friend request and send them a message. So yeah.
I'm so going to do that in a minute.
Yeah. So you
I didn't even know that was there. That's so simple, isn't it? Although she's friends with you, so you've probably already spoke to her on mine. I saw your name. I saw friends with Sally. I was like, oh bloody hell! She's already got there.
Network has a yeah, I probably haven't spoken to him though. Frazer also has got a website that I'll try and share with you. Like, you want to find a female that's 20, brilliant thing. The last thing I wanted to say was his Summit Success. Like, this was Summit Success Summit 2, Success Summit 3 is, I think, the 19th of November weekend next year, and it's at Kenilworth. And if we do the early bird discount and get 10 of us to go, it is £75 for 2 days, and it's on our doorstep again. So I'm going to do it. I'm literally going to do it by the end of this week. I think even one ticket is only £80. So it's this. I think it's the weekend of the 19th of November next year. I'll get it all out in the Bridgefield chat. So yeah. be there. You've got to be there. It's literally changed everything in comparison to anything that I've learned. So
Oh, I'd
yeah,
definitely be going, definitely.
definitely.
Because I know when he did that training, we had a training with him, didn't we? And he was amazing. So
yeah, and then from that training, I've been on every single one of his freebies that he does every single week. It is so worth it. But yeah, last thing to do, just check out my page and what I've seen. This is what I mean about adding value. You have to give people value for them to even be interested in you. So have a look at my personal page. It will be well worth it.
thank you so much, Sally. We're
That's
literally got less than a minute.
Thank
I don't know
you.
how long we've got.
I know, it probably cut
Just says
out,
less
but
than a
yeah.
minute, so we're probably just going to all go black in a minute. But that was absolutely amazing.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you so much.